Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into my NFL Wildcard exclusive mega picks here. I'm going to pick all these games like I do every single week, of course, with the whole prediction percentage thing. And then, guys, I've got this little playoff challenge little thing here. This is something they always do every year through the NFL Fantasy, so I'm going to be doing that and giving my full strategy and an absolute breakdown with some very critical intel there. So guys, we will begin by picking the 6 games right now. We've got the 49ers at home against the Seahawks, and you know what? You only live once. There's no way the San Francisco 49ers are losing this game. Yes, it would cripple me. I would lose 150 points if they lose. But guys, the 49ers have come too far. They're not losing to Geno Smith at home. I will say, I don't think it's 100% lock because Brock Purdy is still a rookie. We understand he's done a great job managing the game. Deebo Samuel back. That offense, Nick Bosa on defense, the defensive player of the year, but it is still Brock Purdy. It's still a 7th-round rookie, so I'm going to say there's not a 100% chance, but I'm putting it on 100% because it is a strategy. I'm trying to get as much points as possible. Next, we have the Chargers at the Jaguars. The Jaguars playing back-to-back Saturday night games. Guys, I respect Jacksonville. I've said for a while, or at least this entire week, that I think the Chargers do win this game. But I'm just going to say 60% chance. I'm going to play it safe, or maybe I'll go even lower than that. We'll go 57% chance because I do think Justin Herbert has a little bit more experience, even though this is both Justin Herbert and Trevor Lawrence's first playoff games. Watching Jacksonville struggle on offense last week, the Chargers, Mike Williams, he's questionable. He might try and gut this out. They're going to need him. They still have Keenan Allen and Austin Eckler. They do enough to win a closer, low-scoring game on the road on Saturday night. But I do respect Jacksonville at home. They've got a decent defense. They've got an offense that has some weapons. We've seen Travis Etienne play really well. Christian Kirk, Marvin Jones Jr. really developing a rapport. Even Evan Ingram playing well with Trevor Lawrence. Moving to the Sunday games, of course, guys, boy, 538 certainly must have updated their injury tracker. 95% chance for Buffalo, and obviously I'm going to say the Bills 100% chance. Tua Tagovailoa virtually out for the year. The Dolphins onto their 3rd-string quarterback, the rookie Skylar Thompson, and they have ballooned to 13-point underdogs. Give me Buffalo to win this one easily. I hope people got them minus the 9.5 before it was confirmed that Tua was out. I had already said, listen, they're not playing Tua because the NFL can't risk the backlash of Tua playing in the playoffs and possibly getting another head injury. So they're like, listen, the NFL told Miami, you can't play him. He's done for the year. We can't deal with the public backlash of it. So they're basically forced to sit Tua out, even though I don't even know if he has a concussion at this point, but it's just the backlash would be so bad. Next, we have the Giants and the Vikings. Guys, I'm going to agree with 538 here. Certainly, this is a game the Giants can win, but I think people are disrespecting the Vikings. We realize it's going to be a close game. It's going to come down to the end, but we've seen the Vikings in situations time and time again win the game late. I'm actually going to move it down a little bit. I don't want to perjure myself and lose too many points, so I personally do have the Vikings winning this game, which is actually an unpopular opinion. I think I've seen more people predict the upset, although it would only be a 3-point upset, but predict the Giants to win. That's because the Vikings have won a lot of very close games. They've got a horribly bad point differential for their record. But this is a Vikings team who's at home and they're more talented. Kirk Cousins is a better, I think, slightly better at this point in his career than Daniel Jones, even though Daniel Jones has been pretty good. And then Justin Jefferson's better than any player the Giants have. Let's be honest. Well, maybe Saquon, but they're different positions, so it's tough to judge. Then the Ravens at the Bengals. You know, the Ravens, I'm gonna say 85. I'll agree with them. The reason it's not 100 is because Harbaugh sometimes wins weird games, and I respect the Ravens defense too much to put it at 100% chance for the Bengals. But Lamar Jackson is out for this game. You know what? If Tyler Huntley is out, I will put it on 100% chance, but I don't know if he is or not, because then they would have to start the rookie Anthony Brown, who was just completely overmatched the last game. So guys, I'm just going to go 100% chance. I don't see any way the Ravens win, even with J.K. Dobbins back, even with the good defense. It's tough. And then the Monday night game, I love the Dallas Cowboys. And you know what? I'm going all in on Dallas, guys. I really am. I think people have a blind spot because it's Tom Brady and they saw the Cowboys lose last week, but they're really not putting into context the fact, understanding that was a terrible performance, the Cowboys had no incentive to win. We all knew Philadelphia was going to beat the Giants with the Giants resting everyone. Let's not overreact to it. Let's understand it, actually take a step back and look at this Buccaneers team and understand this little factoid. Tom Brady is 2-16 against the spread in night games with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Folks, it's the Cowboys. Everyone is in on the Bucs. It makes no sense. They're ignoring stuff. I know Tom Brady's the GOAT. I get it. That's great. But this year, it's not going to happen. I'm going in on the Cowboys to make the Super Bowl, just for fun. But there's that. And then, guys, when it comes to the actual fantasy challenge here, we have this right here. This is a multiplier. So the people that you pick in the round one, you want them to advance. You want them to win the game. So it is kind of a little confusing, but I'm sure a lot of people have done this. This has been around for a while, this fantasy challenge. So when it comes to who I'm picking at the quarterback position, the reason people are picking Mahomes, even though he's going to get 0 points this week, is because they think the Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl and they already get a multiplier. So Mahomes, no matter what, because he has a bye week this week, he'll earn double the points next week. I'm going with Josh Allen because I have the Bills in the Super Bowl. So obviously I'm going to stack my roster with Bills players and with Dallas Cowboys players because that's my Super Bowl. Running back, I'm going to go with Tony Pollard. Is he not here? We're going to look for Tony Pollard. That's probably going to be one of the picks. And see, he only has 3%. So, guys, if the Cowboys actually go to the Super Bowl, I want that multiplier with Pollard. And really, Buffalo doesn't have a great running back, so I might have to pick. Maybe I go McCaffrey. I do not want any part of Joe Mixon against that tough defense. And I also think Cincinnati's going to get knocked out against Buffalo in the second round. Austin Eckler, how far do I think the Chargers can go? It's dicey. McKinnon, he's kind of in a timeshare. There's, Devin Singletary. Don't love him. I might just go McCaffrey because I do think San Francisco will at least get to the NFC Championship game, and he plays this week as well. So that seems fine. For receivers, I'm going to stack Bills here because I think they're going to go to the Super Bowl. I want that 4 times multiplier. If Stephon Diggs wins this week, it's double the points next week. Then it's 4 times the points. Then it's 8 times the points. I believe that's how it works. And then I'm looking at CeeDee Lamb. That's because if I think it's going to be this matchup, if I go all in on it, I am going to want CeeDee Lamb as well. My tight end, probably Dalton Schultz, I would say. George Kittle, I'm not interested in George Kittle with Brock Purdy at the helm at quarterback. So I'm just going to keep going. Dawson Knox, wait, was Schultz already there? Is Schultz injured? Dallas Goedert. There's Dalton Schultz. Yeah, I already have CeeDee Lamb. It comes down to Dalton Schultz for me versus Dawson Knox because, I think that's going to be the matchup. Knox is really inconsistent. He had 6 touchdowns on the year. Schultz, they had similar yardage. I'm going to go with Schultz, I guess. Well, no. You know what? Because I have more faith in Buffalo making the Super Bowl. We're going to... I don't really like Knox, guys. I'm having like a midlife crisis. I'm going to go with Schultz. And then for my kicker, Tyler Bass versus... it's going to be, oh, well, they still do have Brett Maher. I should know that. It's like they have a weird relationship with Brett Maher, the Cowboys do. They got him, then he was like an unsigned rookie or something, undrafted rookie. They get him, and then they let him go, and then they re-sign him. But I am going to go with Tyler Bass, and then for the defense, I am probably going to go with the Buffalo Bills because I love the matchup this week, and if I think they're going to the Super Bowl, that's how I'm going to stack my roster, and they want me to do a little share, it says. I'm not interested in that. So this is my overall roster for the playoff challenge. And again, I'm stacking Cowboys and, Bills players because if that is the Super Bowl, I'm basically guaranteed to be in the 99 percentile. Now, obviously, the Cowboys can lose this week and this will be ruined, but that's the whole idea behind it. It's just fun. And then I did pick Christian McCaffrey because there's really no other options for those two teams. Tony, maybe Zeke, but I wouldn't want both of the Cowboys running backs. So I'll go with McCaffrey because I think he makes the NFC Championship, which would be a 3 times multiplier, I think. Yeah, I think that's how they do it. Because, I believe that's what it would be. So that would be my playoff roster there. I just wanted to do that to honestly fill some of the time because there were only 6 games to pick this week. But guys, that's going to do it for this video. Make sure you're following me on Twitter. Link to that's always in the description. I'm, of course, the Depressed Ginger. Thank you for watching.